Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion. Today I'm joined by Freddie,
Yo,
Omega,
going on, man?
Oronde,
What's poppin'?
and Gabe.
Yeah, yeah, my mic was
And
muted. I
today
didn't
we
even know
are
it was muted.
continuing. Oh, I saw you were muted the whole time. Today we are continuing our Let's Talk NFL series. This is season 2. We are excited to be back talking about NFL this offseason, going through every single NFL team. We are starting with the NFC South. We are on episode 3 right now, and we're starting with my team today, the New Orleans Saints. Who Dat Nation, stand up. Before we even kickstart, leave a comment down below. Let us know. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen with our season. Let me know what are we expecting from some of these good draft picks, and yeah, we're going to get right into it. So, as the residential Saints fan, it's hard to sit on this mountain by myself. Living in the city of one of our rivals, it gets hard sometimes. And so when I look at our draft, look at the team that we have. I'm gonna break it down one by one. So I look at our quarterback position. We got Derek Carr had a pretty bad season in his first year. Leadership stunk. Nothing really positive to say about him from that front whatsoever. I see 2 years left, $100 million left on his contract. I see a down season for the New Orleans Saints. We have a head coach who still isn't the best head coach at all, honestly, and who doesn't really have a resume that's really desirable. So I see a bunch of losses in our future. But let's go talk about the draft. Saints didn't Saints are notoriously known for having a pretty good draft. Going out and getting offensive tackle from Oregon State. I think he's allowed 1 sack over the past 3 seasons. Pretty big stud. I'm game for that. We in the second round we picked up Kool-Aid McKinney. Big pickup at the
McKinstry.
McKinstry. Sorry, at the DB position with Marshawn Lattimore potentially being out of the door in the next couple of seasons. So that adds some help and some protection there. If and when he leaves, going out and getting Spencer Rattler in the fifth round for a quarterback was pretty. I mean, that's a really good pick. And Spencer Rattler had a relatively decent season at South Carolina last year. Not many people are talking about him whatsoever, but
He's gonna
I
play with
like
a
the
chip
pick.
on his shoulder for sure.
Absolutely, and as soon as Derek Carr starts to stink it up, I think what's his face, Dennis Allen needs to be like, hey, you stink it up. We got a kid who's gonna come in here and potentially steal your job. So, I mean, listen, as a South Carolina fan, it's been a while since we've had a relevant quarterback, but I like Spencer Rattler. I think there's potential for him to come in and be a difference maker off the book because I mean we've seen so many quarterbacks over these past couple of years just won't even see the end of the season. So I mean having some protection there isn't going to be bad whatsoever. So I've done a lot of talking. What are y'all seeing from the Saints? What are y'all's thoughts about the Saints this offseason? What do y'all think is going to happen?
Yo, are you okay? Like, like
Am I
you
okay?
had a lot to say. You had a lot to say about them. Yo, like I know you're a fan. You straight.
Well, I have a lot more to
You had
say,
to
but
let it
I
out.
didn't want to hog the airtime. I want
Nah,
to
you
share the
good. Let it
airtime.
out. Let it out. Let it
Okay.
out. I
I
feel
mean, I
you.
just think that this season, like, I think we went and hired a new offensive coordinator. Thank the Lord. A guy I gotta find his name. Guy from the 49ers. I think he was their offensive passing game coordinator, passing game specialist. Um, and I think I like the guys. We know what that team is about. We know what that Niners team does. And so I like that pickup at the offensive coordinator position. I just want to see the Saints be better than what it was. I mean, last season at this time when we were doing these videos, I said the Saints were going to win 10 to 12 wins, and it blew
Mm.
up in my face. I think they barely got 9. Did they get 9? I think they finished with 9,
No,
nine
they
or
had like
8.
8. They were under
So
500.
oh, great. So, at this season, I'm going to take a step back. I'm not going to shoot for that star whatsoever. And I think we'll be the worst team in the NFC South, personally. I think it has been a long time coming since we've been on that mountain of good. And watching Derek Carr kicked out of the city and watching Dennis Allen get kicked out of the city and Mikey Loomis get kicked out of the city will be a treat to me because every single season we go into the end of the season in debt, $85+ million in debt, over cap. And so hopefully, this season is a reset season, and we get those bums out of the door at the end of the year. But that's my opinion on it. That's what I've had to say. And I'm done talking.
Ooh, can I talk?
Go ahead, Frederick.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this. So I completely agree with you about them being the worst team in the division, but I'm gonna explain why I believe so. It's because you already know what I'm gonna say. Y'all have a bad combination of Dennis Allen and Derek Carr. You need to ship them to as far away as possible from New Orleans because they're like first of all, you can't win anything if you have one of the worst coaches, and on top of that, you have one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. That's that's two terrible dynamics you have right there. Where literally like y'all Dennis Allen, he's probably if Derek Carr stinks up the place, Dennis Allen is going to get fired, and I feel like he'll probably get fired within like if they start going like 1-6 or something like 1-6, 1-7. I think he gets fired.
Yeah,
because he's just not a good coach. He's never really shown that he can really be a good. He's a good defensive coordinator, but he just can't make that next step as a head coach. Until he's fired, then that's when I feel like it's gonna the Saints are going to be better. But right now, no, completely agree.
How I feel about the Saints is that they, unfortunately, they are the team that is regressing in the NFC South. Now, granted, the Panthers have been in bottom of the barrel, but they've stayed bottom of the barrel. The Saints have just been going from winning to losing and haven't improved since. And they've made questionable pickup decisions, as previously mentioned. Though I can't say that they are guaranteed to be fourth though. I don't want to keep them that low.
See, I wouldn't say there would be a guaranteed fourth. I really do think it's just between them and Carolina as the fourth team.
I wonder if we'll get another NFC Least situation where they like all the teams are within a couple games of each other, but they're just all bad.
See, I don't know with the Atlanta and the Buccaneers. I don't think they're going to be bad. So I don't know. Could happen, but I don't think so.
I mean, I think we see the NFC South again turn into that division with when everyone has 7 to 10 wins. I see that from all of us. I see us. I mean, because we're usually pretty tight knit, as a group, like a bunch of morons. We usually have in and around the same exact record. I see a couple of us having the same exact record ending the season. No one knows what Tampa Bay is going to do. We're about to talk about them in a second, but no one knows if they're going to be a bad team or if they're going to bounce back and have the same exact season they had last year. But I mean, it's just been a hard time as a Saints, like you said, around nothing but regressing is not good. Ever since Drew Brees and Sean Payton left, they have been gone. Dude, they've done nothing but go downhill. And signing Derek Carr to a 3-year, $150 million contract was the stupidest thing they could have done. But maybe you never know. He has a comeback season and he puts up over 5,000 yards, 30+ touchdowns, only 10, 15 picks. Do I believe that for real? No. Like if that happens, then I see the Saints as a 10 to 12 win team. But a lot has to go into that before that could even happen. So, any final thoughts about the New Orleans Saints?
They suck.
Keep pounding.
Again, the Saints suck and keep pounding. You know what? Y'all ain't right. Anyway, I've been your host, Davion. Saints fans, let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. I'm excited to hear y'all. Who that nation stand up in the chat. Tell these kids to be quiet. I don't want to hear their mouths no more. But I've been your host, Davion, and this has been the post game. Peace.
Peace.